What's up, whiskey taste buds? Adam here with another hot tub whiskey review. So last Friday we did another whiskey club tasting, and it was a Feshiel Festival themed tasting, which means that all the whiskeys we had were from the Isle of Islay in Scotland. And typically from the Isle of Islay, most whiskeys, not all, but most whiskeys are peated. So the one I'm reviewing tonight is a Lagavulin Distiller's edition. Got the bottle right here. Oops. There we go. Lagavulin is owned by Diageo, which is one of the largest spirit companies in the world, spirit manufacturers, and they have a whole series of distillers editions for all their distilleries that make single malt Scotch whiskies. And basically, what that is they let the distillers go in and choose the casks and basically let them have it their way, so to speak. This particular one is stupid fruit fly. This particular one is a double matured whiskey, which means it's spent most of it's a 16-year-old whiskey, spent most of its life in ex-bourbon, and then they finish it in a PX sherry cask. So PX is Pedro Jimenez sherry cask, which is sort of known to be the sweetest of sherry casks. And this one is absolutely superb. Gives it a nice, beautiful sort of mix of smoke, peat, and sweetness, and also kind of a coastal salinity as well, which I love in a whiskey. When you get the right sort of peated whiskey finished in a sherry cask, it is something else, and this is one of them. So this was one of the most popular of the distiller editions, and yeah, here we go. This was bottled at 43% ABV. On the nose, right away you get that heavy Islay peat smoke, but it's also accompanied by sweet honey and then rich dark fruit, cherries, plums, and dried apricots. Beautiful nose. Absolutely lovely. So this was one of 4 of the blind tasting that we did last Friday, and all of the whiskeys were fantastic. And if you stay tuned to the channel, I'll be reviewing the other 3 in the next week or so, or month, I guess. Palette is beautifully herbal, beach fire, a little bit of orange zest, orange peel, kind of like a ocean spray on a stormy day when the salt water kind of hits your face in the wind. Lovely. This is one I should probably someday do a comparison with the regular Lagavulin 16, which is a classic that most whiskey collectors have on their shelf. But 2 very different whiskeys, and I think there's probably room for both of them on in my collection. finish is like a smoldering bonfire, apricot jam, and like that beautiful spicy peat. Yeah, this was one of the favorites from the tasting. Highly recommend checking it out. In fact, any of the distiller editions that you see, they're all superb, of the ones that I've tried anyway. Yeah, so that's number 1 whiskey. That was the Red Dot from the tasting. Hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys check it out and enjoy it as much as I do. I raise a glass. Cilantro.